games last season. The first player to do that since the great Kobe Bryant back in '07.
And Duncan gets double-teamed. Leonard kicks to Parker. Clock at 6. Floats one up. Can't get it to go. The Cavaliers have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for them to start off this game. Irving drives in. Smith right side. James dishes to Smith. Kicks it out to James. It's rebounded by Aldridge.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
To the middle. Here's Leonard.
Tim Duncan, even in his advanced years, showing you that great vision and still getting it done. Nice pass.
James has a 2-pointer. Not enough on that one as it misses.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Fade away.
And one thing that everybody loves about Coach Pop is his frankness. You get a taste of it in interviews, but he's as honest and straightforward with you as he is with anybody else.
Well, you've got Greg Popovich, and I think he puts this at times grumpy demeanor in a more of a spotlight. He's playing along, as we all know, with the sideline reporters. He knows, Greg, you know this firsthand, when to turn it on, when to turn it off. He can be as compassionate a person, Clark, that you and I have ever been around.
Yeah, he's competitive, but he understands that we're all human, and he treats people the right way all the time.
Smith for 3. Great D that time from Green. Leonard attacking, and so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. For a long time in San Antonio, it's been about the big 3, and rightfully so with all their wins, and Kawhi Leonard seems to be their future.
And Kawhi and the big 3 recognize that and are trying to ease the transition period, and if you know the Spurs, they'll make a smooth transition, won't they, Kevin?
Absolutely. Thompson, he's checked in for Mozgov. The Spurs also with the sub. West is checked in for Duncan. Here's Aldridge. Can't tie it up as that one misses.
And guys, for Kawhi Leonard and the Spurs, Coach Popovich already sees him as the next guy. He told Leonard not to think of the big 3, but to think of himself as the big 1.
And San Antonio has possession. The Cavaliers making the shot. Parker outside. Back to Aldridge. And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Nice pass. He got the ball right into his teammate's shooting pocket. On time and on target.
And guys, with what Popovich said about Leonard, small things like that can be the catalyst to get a player to reach greatness. Sooner or later, this will be Kawhi's team.
He nails it, and we're tied up. Leonard's got 7 points. James, the pass to Love. Love fader. Out to Smith. Shoots the 3. Rebound by Parker.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Leonard attacking. Misses from short range.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Another shot. And another shot. And he lays it up and in. Thompson's got his first points of the game.
And that putback about as easy a bucket as you're going to get.
Exactly what happens when you don't box out, Greg.
Here's Aldridge. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
plain one-hand flush. I love it.
Clark, I think he got a few more inches on his vertical by going with the spike.
Yeah, the one hand lets you get up higher.
No doubt about it. At least it looks like that from this angle. And, Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
And, you know, time will tell how big a factor that becomes in this game, guys, but if you're the coaching staff, it's certainly a point of emphasis.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. LeBron outside. The wide open look for Love. Love with another miss.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
West can't hit. LeBron kicks to Thompson. The feed now to Love. That's a 2 from Smith. No good on that last second attempt there. It's a... And off we go, a close game now starting the second quarter. And from what we've seen from the Cavaliers, what do you guys see?
You can tell the point of emphasis has been to get to the offensive glass.
Yep, and they've set the tone here early with the hustle they've come out with.
And it's not often that one of your enforcers is also one of your best three-point shooters, but such is the case with J.R. Smith. Everywhere he's gone, he's played both roles, sometimes to the team's benefit, but others to its detriment.
On the court for San Antonio here in the second. Mills and Manu at the guards. Martin is out there with Anderson.
Here it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great position inside.
Yeah, just getting the ball into the post has to be option number 1 for them right now.
Greg, on the topic of Smith, you never know what his personality is going to bring to the game, or Clark, even the moment.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Moment to moment, it's an adventure. When the good JR is rolling, he's knocking down threes, playing solid D, creating havoc for the opponent. Bad JR is taking and missing wild shots, going to sleep on defense, and causing problems for his own team.
Yeah.
How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
And I'm not sure if it was text or email, but he definitely threw that one down.
Here's Martin. The second chance effort. Marjanovic. And he uses the glass on the layup. And the Spurs lead by 2.
Very nice pickup of the offensive rebound. And once he gets his hands on it, you know it's going back up and back in.
It's Ginobili with the drive. That's good.
And we've seen him do that before. Batter a defense by just exploding to the basket.
That one goes. Count it. Fry's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation, but, boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
The San Antonio Spurs, a team that has had such a strong core and is so disciplined, Clark, it's hard to see them struggle, even think of them struggling, even on the road.
Well, you know, last season they did have trouble at times on the road, but 22-19, still not too bad.
You know, that's hard to explain that play. I mean, I guess he thought he had more room than he did.
And the Spurs making a change here. Duncan's checked in. Trying to get open is Mozgov. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
And for the Spurs, on the road, it was the scoring. They were so good at home, but scored 8.5 points less per game on the road. That was the biggest margin in the NBA. 3
consecutive baskets have come right at the rim. defense had better start buckling down and tightening up.
Guys, they are getting exposed in terms of their low post defense.
Cavaliers leading.
Boy, it's been a long time since the Spurs had a losing record on the road, so there aren't any concerns for them. I mean, they've never had a losing road record since Tim Duncan was drafted. Wow, that's back to 1997.
Here's Shumpert, following the score by Kevin Martin. Mozgov dishes to Shumpert. Smith again. It's Martin. Smith the pass to Fry. Back to Smith. No good. Great D that time from Martin. For San Antonio, they've gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. And he jams it with authority.
And guys, this game won't be close for long if they keep giving up dunks like that.
No, it won't, G.A. You're right. A glaring error defensively and letting him get all the way to the basket that time.
But it's only 2 points. I mean, it was flashy, no doubt, but still, it only counts for 2. 2 is all.
Now here's Shumpert. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Got it. Nice one there from Dellavedova.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. Well, you go back last season, the Cavs had a very slow start to the year. Not surprising. They had a lot of new faces and people they were bringing together. Clark, it didn't look like the powerhouse they would end up being, as we saw.
Well, you know, they were kind of fumbling and bumbling around in the 5th and 6th spots in the East for the first half of the season. Made some changes, though, through trade, and that got them going, I think.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Thompson, he's checked in for Mozgov. Love comes in for Channing Frye. James checked in for J.R. Smith. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Shumpert. And the dunk by James.
Well, that's why they're on the lead. Aggressive play at both ends. Very nicely done there.
Absolutely. They make the steal, pay dividends instantly on the fast break.
.56 seconds left now here in the second. Aldridge again. Love. Got that one, and the Cleveland lead has been cut down to just 1 on the bucket from LaMarcus Aldridge.
And those midseason trades for the Cavs really turned things around. Mozgov came in, J.R. Smith and Shumpert secured that 2 spot. Gave this team an incredible edge defensively.
4 on the clock. Got a piece of it.
No need to rush here. They can play for 1 shot.
Yeah, and I think the way you do it, you're patient as you indicated, and wait until about the 5-second mark before you get into your play.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
Leonard can't hit from in close. And welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half. Look at LeBron James. He's really been playing well.
And his play in that first half, how about the discipline to go along with the efficiency, guys? His shot selection was just perfect.
I agree. I mean, whether it's been from mid-range or in tight, he is taking only what the defense is giving him and not trying to do too much. Very much playing within himself.
Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far.
LeBron just giving him fits. 9 points, and he's getting it done on the glass, too.
You're right, Clark. He's done some real nice work on the inside.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. Down low, it's Love and Mozgov. And it's LeBron in the small forward. Leonard attacking, and it's LeBron James with the rebound. LeBron's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And for LaMarcus Aldridge, always praised for his terrific shooting. His rebounding, as we know, Greg, has always been fantastic. Over the past 2 seasons, he's averaged double-digit boards.
And that's why so many teams wanted him in this last free agency period. His ability to put points on the board as well as clean the boards. What a deadly combination.
And here are the Cavaliers now. Here's Irving. It's hauled in by Tony Parker.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
And it's Aldridge, top of the key. Leonard against Mozgov. Leonard attacking. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Duncan.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Channing Frye's checked in for the Cavaliers. Iman Shumpert has come in for J.R. Smith. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Anderson, he's checked in for Aldridge. Martin comes in for Kawhi Leonard. Manu Ginobili, he's checked in for Green. And it's Mills in for Parker. Good! Anderson's got his first basket.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
And, Greg, those looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
Now here's Ginobili. Following the miss by Kyrie Irving. Ginobili attacking. Duncan kicks to Ginobili. San Antonio needs to get off a shot here. And it comes off the front of the rim. The Cavaliers trail by 5. Here's Shumpert. And the rebound goes to Duncan.
And that's the way you want to defend. Nice job there.
Always important to have that good interior defense.
They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. And it's James missing.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
For a while, the Spurs were viewed as a slow-it-down team from their championships almost a decade ago. That isn't the case at all anymore.
You know, I think it took the viewing public quite a while to catch on, though, Kevin, because now...
Man, he got fancy with that one, didn't he?
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
I tell you what, I like that, though, guys. Some coaches might not want you to make a play like that, but I tell you what, when you got the skills like that, I say go for it.
For the Cavaliers, Tristan Thompson comes in for Kevin Love. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for James.
And, you know, guys, Manu Ginobili's relationship with Greg Popovich has been really interesting over the years. In the beginning, Pop obviously had a rigid system. Ginobili played with a lot more freestyle and free-wheeling nature. The two clashed heavily early on, as one might expect.
Getting back to Ginobili and Popovich, everyone thought Popovich would break Ginobili of his reckless ways. But, in fact, you know this, it was the opposite.
Yeah. You know, Pop recognized he had something special in Ginobili, and it ended up changing his own philosophy, I mean, which I think speaks to the greatness of Greg Popovich. I mean, he was quoted as saying, you know, he does things, Ginobili, that win games. It taught me to watch a little bit more and not be so micromanagement-like, and not sure Pop's ever said that about anybody else.
Here's Dellavedova. Can't get it to go. Now San Antonio takes it the other way. To the inside. Here's Marjanovic.
I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spot. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
Irving drives in. And Patrick Mills gets that whistle that time. That's his first foul. .139 left in the third. Here's Fry. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Great assist that time by Kyrie Irving.
And Matthew Dellavedova is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Greg, those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
Daniel Green, he's checked in for Manu Ginobili. He got right to the cup using that screen. And the Spurs lead by 5.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
You're right, Clark. Just continue to pound it in the paint and get those easy points inside. This guy is a beast on the board.
And when he gets those second chance points, he does not waste one of them.
And you know what? It's always going to be a powerhouse finish with him. We know that for sure. You have to be disciplined on defense, Kevin. Biting on every pump fake isn't going to get it done.
Irving dishes to Dellavedova. Irving attacking. Banked in off the glass. Irving's got 6 points in the quarter.
I mean, it's just fun to sit back and enjoy watching him operate. And that's what it looked like the D was doing as well. They're just sitting back and watching.
For Cleveland, they have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
And the Cavaliers with some changes. Mozgov, he's checked in for Fry. And J.R. Smith's subbed in for Iman Shumpert. It's taken away by Smith. Here's Dellavedova. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Dellavedova's got the game tied up here for the Cavs. Here's Parker. It'll count. No good trying to beat the buzzer. And so after 3 quarters of play and some great offensive output, this one is tied. And we'll be back right after this. Thanks for joining us again as we get set for the 4th quarter. A terrific game so far. The Cavaliers shooting reasonably well, 45%. On the floor for San Antonio starting the 4th quarter. Parker and Green are the guard pairing. Aldridge out there with Kawhi Leonard. And it's Duncan in at the 5. Leonard the pass to Aldridge. And he slams it one-handed.
Rising high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam.
Nice way there, guys, to finish up that possession.
Here's Mozgov. Well, we know the Mozgov started last season with the Nuggets and then was traded to Cleveland midway through the season.
And what an impact he made on the Cleveland Cavaliers, particularly at the defensive end. His size and his activity really helped the Cavs become outstanding at the defensive end.
Leonard kicks to Aldridge. And yes, sir, that one drops. Aldridge has got 4 points this quarter.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
It's LeBron with the drive. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
A signature bucket for him on that possession. They can get themselves in front quickly with a few more like that.
Turnaround Jay. Love grabs the board.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
And out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession. The Spurs have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the 4th quarter started. It's Parker with the drive. Here's Aldridge. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a 3-point play.
No clue how he got that one to fall.
And that was not a soft foul he had to get through, Greg. I mean, he had to really power that one up and in.
Dellavedova dishes to Smith. It's stolen by Green. Aldridge left side. Baseline jumper. The Cavaliers pull it in.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Dellavedova, that's good.
Defenders need to recognize and be alert to staying on him as we get into crunch time.
And, you know, obviously, you know, there's some things out there he does not like and wants to talk it over.
Well, Greg, you've played and you envision yourself as a coach as well. So, you know, sometimes you need to make some adjustments.
San Antonio calls timeout.
And how big was last year's trade for J.R. Smith? I mean, sent from the Knicks to the Cavaliers around midseason, Smith began to post some of the better numbers of his career, helping prove that for a tumultuous personality like Smith's, environment is key.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Greg Popovich coaching his team during that last break. He told his squad, listen, guys, it's close. It's about execution here. If we do that, I like our chances. No hero ball, just trust each other and make the simple play. Kevin?
And you've got to wonder just how big those points are going to be. A swing like that can decide a game.
And I wouldn't be surprised if it does. The steal there, as gutsy a play defensively as you're going to see.
To tie it up. Another three for Cleveland. For J.R. Smith playing alongside LeBron and Kyrie last season, he knew he had a chance for a ring. You know, Clark, he played like it most of the time.
He sure did. I mean, instead of having to create offense, the offense was created for him, served up perfectly for him, and all he had to do was knock down open jumpers, and as a result, his shooting percentages rose after the trade.
Love outside. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Smith's got 3 assists in the game. Aldridge down low. Mozgov on him. Green kicks to Aldridge. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Aldridge has got 13 points here in the second half alone. And the dunk by James.
He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
You know, he picks the simple one-handed stuff to get the 2 points.
Yeah, and in a close game, though, guys, those could be really important points.
Leonard attacking. It falls through, making him 6 for 11 in the game.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
And the Spurs pushing it up now. Parker leading the charge. Aldridge with it. Now defended by Mozgov. And Green gets it to go. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Spurs.
Contested shots and block shots. They're bread and butter defensively. They're giving up no easy looks.
Yeah, they've also done a great job of playing in space, getting out in transition every opportunity.
Aldridge kicks to Green. Double team on Aldridge. 6 on the shot clock. Nobody near Parker. No good from outside.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
And he gets it to go.
Excellent assist there. Just led him to the perfect spot.
Leonard the pass to Aldridge. A stupendous finish in traffic. Aldridge has got 15 points in just the second half.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence.
San Antonio's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Outside, Green to the right side. Sinks it.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Timeout called the Cavaliers. They're trailing by 1. There's 45 seconds left in the game. And the Cavaliers making a change here. Irving's checked in. And San Antonio with the change here too. Mills is checked in. Mills with the steal. Here's Leonard. Buries it.
Boy, and just look at what Leonard is doing.
35 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Irving kicks to Love. Back to Irving. Oh, trying for it. And that'll be Cleveland as it goes out of bounds. Cavaliers retain possession. .26 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And the dunk by Love.
Well, they're having a problem dealing with Kevin Love.
And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Yeah, you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Sure, it's not over. The clock is as much a problem for them as the score is right now, so they've got to try to manage it.
It's the first, and that will put them up by 2. And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there. Timeout called Cleveland. They're trailing by 2. 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what do you think?
You know what? You can go for the 3 to win or the 2 to tie. What's your choice in a situation like this, Clark?
Well, I don't think you set that decision in stone and anchor it in this timeout. You see how things play out. You're going to try to get a good, quick shot. And if it's a good 3 with a good shooter, let it fly. If it's something in the paint, then you take that. But it's about being a good, quick shot in this situation.
Irving. Oh, off target.
Well, he gets it in close, but you have to credit that stifling defense for forcing the miss.
Exactly, Greg. I mean, defense like that really increases the degree of difficulty on that shot by a large amount. No mistakes there. I think you can close the book on this one, guys. It's done.
Timeout called Cleveland. They're down by 4. 7 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Seven seconds left in the fourth quarter. Smith for 3. From deep three-point range, off the mark. And so it's San Antonio who's straight by with the win. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and used it as motivation to close out a significant win.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching. See you next time.